The Oculus Quest 2 has a lot more applications than just being a VR headset. Now, you might not know about all of these, but recently we proved that the Oculus Quest 2 can actually be used as FPV goggles for a drone if you have one. But today, we're taking all of that a step further by using it for an application that may not be immediately obvious. You can see in the dark using your Oculus Quest 2. Let me explain. This application is not something everyone will immediately jump at. In fact, I don't know what you would apply seeing in the dark to, but personally, I see a lot of interesting applications for it, and one of those you'll see today. How does it work? The Oculus Quest 2 sees IR light, which is invisible to us humans, and we've used this to our advantage before. Let's say you live in a room with another person, and that person wants to go to sleep, but you want to play VR. Of course, if you have something like an Index, this isn't a problem, because of base stations. But if you have anything that uses inside-out tracking, that's not entirely going to be possible, because these headsets cannot see in the dark. But you can get something called an IR emitter, put it up in a corner of your room, and boom, your entire room will be lit up with IR light, and the person sleeping will not be able to see it, because it is invisible to humans. So, how can we use this to our advantage? We've made a video before in which we showed this whole IR emitter jig, where we placed an IR emitter up in the top corner and made the entire room light up, allowing us to play VR in the dark. But what if you could strap an IR emitter onto the Oculus Quest 2, force pass-through mode to be enabled the entire time, and essentially walk around your house seeing in the dark? Well, that's exactly what we're doing today. Last we played around with AR and the Oculus Quest 2, there was no way of keeping the Guardian off and leaving pass-through mode on. But things have changed. With the new pass-through API, once that's enabled through SideQuest, you're able to launch something like, say, the AR demo, and then turn off the Guardian system within developer settings. This will disable the Guardian entirely, meaning you have no limits as to where you can walk around, but you will still be stuck in pass-through mode within the AR demo, or any other new pass-through API app that you're using, essentially allowing you to walk free. So, next thing, the IR emitter. What exactly are we going to use on the Quest 2 to be able to see in the dark? Well, I looked around a lot. I've got a Mi 8. This thing has an IR camera in the very front here, used for iris scanning, and it actually works really well, but the frequency of it didn't match up with the Quest, and it was strobing right in front of my eyes. Not a very pleasant experience, but this really just shows you that you might already have an IR emitter, and you might not even need to buy one. Second thing I tried is my CCTV camera, which is right up there, but that actually ended up being too weak. So, I took things slightly to the extreme. My house has a solar-powered CCTV system, so I opened up my window and took one of them down. Spiderweb. And that is exactly what I decided I was going to use as my IR emitter. These things are quite powerful, and this one specifically actually has a battery inside it, meaning that I could walk around without needing to power it using the Oculus Quest. I bet you could find IR emitters that don't require you to buy a whole CCTV camera, just an IR emitter itself powered by something like a micro USB, and then you could be able to strap that IR emitter onto the front of the Quest. How cool would that be? Not only completely playing in the dark, because wherever you look, the IR emitter looks, but also looking in the dark. So after that was done, I eagerly awaited for everyone to go to sleep. And at 2 AM, it was time for our plan to begin. So I grabbed a camera, strapped the controllers onto myself, grabbed the Quest 2, and decided that I am on a mission. In complete darkness, I was going to make a sandwich. If you guys live with your parents, you know how utterly difficult it is to sneak out of your room at night without waking anyone up. Like, it's that creaky floorboard outside their door always, and the stairs are even worse. They are so loud. They creak unbelievably. Anyway, I managed to get downstairs without waking anyone up, or at least I think so. But the cool part being, even if they did wake up, they'd open the door, pitch darkness. they wouldn't be able to see me. Genius. So I went downstairs and I started exploring. The thing is, this straight up looked like a horror game. I bet you guys remember, if you guys watched that Pass-Through API video that I recorded, you remember how happy I was to see the flashlight within the AR demo, and me talking about the possibilities with that flashlight. This was essentially me taking that one step further, because it was actually in the dark. And we have no audio, unfortunately, or very little audio, because the Quest 2 decided not to record the microphone, even though it said it was recording.
I'm gonna record the mic on the Quest, even though it might not be entirely the best mic in existence. At least we'll have some form of audio.
So, yeah, that's quite unfortunate. I managed to get downstairs. I took a sip of water, made the sandwich, then just decided to explore around a little bit, because everything looks way different and is incredibly fascinating within the IR spectrum. It just looks completely different and creepy and scary, and when I heard noises around me, it was really weird. But the most important thing that I want to mention here, in fact, it was so important that I grabbed the camera in complete darkness and started recording.
So, essentially, right now, the second I take off the headset, all I see is the camera, those lights, and that's it. Pitch darkness. And that's the feeling of, my God, two completely different worlds. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's just the fact that the pass-through feels actually more real right now than me lifting up the headset. It's so weird, seriously.
Normally, when you take off the headset, you're disorientated, but when you take it off, you see the real world. Here, when you flip up the VR headset, you do not see anything. And that feeling of disorientation was immense. It was huge, and I cannot explain it. In fact, it was so surreal that I had to flip it up a few times. It was a feeling I had never felt before. I almost felt like it was quite the opposite. The real world was inside the headset, while when I flipped it up, I could see blank. And it was like I entered the void.
Two IR beams right now, basically. Anyway, going back to the sandwich. Completely. It's late. When I say it's late, I mean it's late.
It was so weird not being able to see anything when you flip up the headset. And if you have a source of IR light, if you don't, again, you can actually find these things super cheap online. But if you do, I recommend you try this. I bet quite a few of you have probably thought of this idea before, but try it with that pass-through glitch. Try it where you can actually walk around completely, not have to worry about the Guardian freaking out or anything like that. Try it. Flip up the VR headset in complete darkness. And if you don't have an IR light to play around with this, just turn off tracking and do it in complete darkness. Just try that for yourself. Turn off tracking, that way the headset doesn't freak out in darkness, and just flip it up. It's such a weird feeling. But yeah, this is exactly how you can use the Oculus Quest 2 to see in the dark. A fun little experiment. Again, we are thinking outside the box. As Cave Johnson said, science isn't about why, it's about why not. And that is exactly what we did today.
Trent, journey to the underworld. Survived. Well, actually feels like a checkpoint.
This was an incredibly fun experiment. And again, this one was actually taken from the Idea Factory. If you're new here, or in case you don't know what's happening with the channel, I have recently started the Idea Factory, a place where you guys can send in ideas that are completely out of this world. Things that other people may or may not have tried before. Things that wouldn't necessarily be instantly obvious. And for the reason of why not? And the last few videos have been exactly that, and I've been absolutely loving it. I hope you have as well. But that is going to be it for today's one. I hope you learned something new, and I hope you had fun. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have a fantastic day or night. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. If you guys are not yet part of our community, but would like to join us, make sure to join our Discord down below. Make sure to join our Reddit, where I want to see you posting your spice memes. If you guys would like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we've got sick mugs down below that boost your FPS by 300%, and merch that doesn't put a huge ad on your body. And I would like to say a huge, massive thank you to the Patreons once again. You guys help me continue making this content and help me continue improving it. It means a lot. And if you guys want to be notified about your content coming up on the channel daily, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.